Alright guys, Rich here from the RCNetwork, and this is going to be build update number 5, or as I call, the finished product. Finally got the TLR22 SCT completed. I have just a couple little fine-tuning things that I have to do, but I probably won't do those things until I actually get to the track and start doing some test runs on it and seeing how this thing actually performs. Now this is probably the second two-wheel drive that I've ever raced at a track. Most of the things that I do is four-wheel drive, so this will definitely be a learning experience for me. So all in all, the build went very well. Very happy with all of the parts that came in as far as upgrades, and also just the TLR kit alone. The quality was top-notch. Definitely pleased with all of the parts quality, the build quality. Couple little jumbles up in the owner's manual, but that's to be expected for all the different switches back and forth between mid-motor and rear motor when you're following the instructions. So, but all in all, got all the electronics installed. I'm going to go ahead and move the camera, give you guys a bird's eye view with the body off, so we can take a look at any other upgrade parts that may have come in. Alright, so I went ahead and removed the shell and wanted to show you some of the internals here. Not a lot has changed since the last video, but I've done a few minor tweaks, got all of the electronics kind of calibrated and everything kind of set to go. You'll also notice that I went ahead and dropped in that nice Orion Carbon Pro 90C shorty pack that they call the XS. Great pack. I can't wait to run this. I've had great experiences with the other Carbon Pro 90C packs that I've ran in my other trucks. To kind of complete off the electronics, I did have to go ahead and grab one of these LRP 200mm high flex sensor wire. I typically use the Novak ones, but for whatever reason, they're not in stock right now, so picked up the LRP one. 200mm actually equals out to about 7.78 inches, somewhere in that range, and it actually worked out perfect. I had maybe an extra ½ inch of play from the speed control up to the motor, so that worked out pretty good. As far as the wheels that you'll see on the truck a little bit later, I did go with the Avid Sabertooth wheel. Really kind of dig the way they look. Real aggressive, has a pretty much a nice 5-spoke design, and these are offset for not only the 22 SCT, but also the other ones you see there, SCTE, and also the XXX. So these also work on the Techno trucks as well. So pretty cool little feature there. Love these wheels so far. One last little thing that I added on to this particular build so far is I did add on these extended front and rear body mounts from Proline. You'll see that they kind of mount slightly differently than traditional ones with little body clips. They actually have their Secure-Loc nuts that go on top of the body. So they make them for all types of short course trucks, but these ended up working out pretty well. I will have a full-length video showing how I actually installed these, so stay tuned for that. As far as everything else, I was having a little bit of trouble as far as the rear mount for the battery. I ended up using the stock plastic one. I did have the TLR aluminum one on hand, but I really couldn't justify putting the aluminum one in the back. So I know the big thing on that is it has 10 millimeters of adjustability if you want to use it on the front. But I just went ahead and used the stock one in the rear there, and I will grab the truck here just a little bit later to show you up close. As far as all the electronics, everything is kind of crammed in here. It all looks good. Everything is very functional. Lots of room for the electronics and the wiring, but really happy with the way all of this has kind of turned out. So all in all, really pleased with the mid-motor setup on this. I know that it's not really probably 90% of the people that run this truck are running rear motor, not too many of the mid motor. So I definitely want to give this a chance and see how it performs on my indoor clay track. So as far as other things, that's basically it. There is more upgrades. Already got them here at the RCNetwork, but they'll be unveiled at a later date after I do a first couple of runs with this truck. Want to kind of get a platform as far as the performance of the initial stock setup, and then we'll start moving on from there as far as shocks, springs, pistons. I have a new diff for the rear. I have all sorts of things that are flowing in here to add on to this truck to just check the performance out and see if I can improve it. So as far as the close-ups, let's take a look at those really quick. So you see the body mount right there from Proline. Those are their Secure-Loc little nuts on there. Very nice design. It just really accommodates getting rid of those body clips that you always seem to lose. At least I do. So anyways, they're a great design. Here's the other side without the cap on it. Kind of see that right there, but very, very nice. As far as the plastic little back brace, you can kind of see it right in there. So not too bad. That just kind of holds the battery in place so it doesn't wiggle around in the back. As far as all the electronics in the front, everything else looks good. Do the flip side over here. Maybe you can see the LRP sensor wire, and it's kind of flowing right into the back of the motor right there. Got a little loop right there just for some movement of everything. So, but all in all, really happy with that. I'm going to go ahead and grab the body, throw that on for you guys so you can check that out, and also list off some of the paint colors I used for it. Alright, so as far as colors, the main front color right there is going to be my all-time favorite blue color, and this is going to be the Cobalt Blue RC300 from Pactra. So be careful with these types of paint. You do have to put a backer color on it for the blue to come out. If you just spray it, it has like a very clear iridescent blue color that sprays on, but once you spray on the backer black from Pactra, the blue really comes alive. So definitely check that out. As far as the back color, it's just your typical outlaw black, RC250. So worked out pretty good in the back, and it kind of mimics another color scheme that I did on a previous video. And then the center stripe is just the Indy Silver RC262. So definitely make note of those three. As far as the wheels, check out those. I love how open they look. That's the Sabertooth wheels from Avid. Definitely like those. So that's it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little series. We're going to kind of move on to the upgrade series and hopefully some running videos out there of this TLR22 SCT. I've really enjoyed building it, and I can't wait to get this thing on the track and see how it performs. So that's it for now, guys. Any questions, please post it on down below. And I'd like to add one more thing. If you haven't went on to Google+, join a new community. It is the RCNetwork. Of course, I love that name. So join that community. You will get sneak peek previews of videos, photos, and everything that I'm doing here at the RCNetwork ahead of everyone else. So please join that community. Just started it up yesterday, so hopefully you guys will join on to that, and I can't wait to talk to you guys there. So that's it for now, guys. Any questions down below? As always, thumbs up and subscribe. Over now.